Assalamualaikum. We are from KMA4, Group 2. Today we will present to you Chapter 4 and Chapter 5, which is our research about factor influencing undergraduate student online shopping behavior post-pandemic. Okay, so the table presented here is provide the descriptive analysis result for the three variables related to factor influencing undergraduate student online shopping behavior post-pandemic. Exclusively for USIM student. Descriptive analysis is a statistical method employed to summarize and elucidate key feature of a dataset. In this context, the analysis focuses on interpreting the research objective specific to online shopping behavior among USIM students in the post-pandemic scenario. The N value in the table indicate the total sample size for this study, comprising 83 respondents exclusively from USIM. It is important to note that this analysis is tailored to the context of USIM students, rather than encompassing the broader population of nation students. The mean, a measure of central tendency, is utilized to gauge the average value within a dataset among the variables. The highest mean is also associated with the self-development variable standing at 4.1542 with a standard deviation of 0.59291. This suggests that on average respondents exhibit a more positive inclination towards self-development compared to the other variable examined. Standard deviation is a valuable metric for understanding the dispersion of data point in relation to the mean. A higher standard deviation signifies increased variability in dataset. In this study, all variables demonstrate a high standard deviation is exceeding 2. Notably, the highest standard deviation is observed in the investment variable registering at 3.92. This indicates a considerable spread in responses related to the investment variable among the survey USIM students. Thank you. Based on the table, the majority of respondents are male, constituting 60.2% compared to females, who make up 39.8% of the sample. In terms of age distribution, the age group 19 to 21 years accounts for the highest percentage, representing 42.2% of the respondents, indicating that a significant portion of students falls within this age range. Regarding the academic year, Year 3 students dominate with a percentage of 55.4%, followed by Year 4 student at 16.9%. The Faculty of Economy MUHAMAD FEM is the most represented with a frequency of 27, making up 32.5% of the sample, followed by the Faculty of Quran and Sunnah FPKS at 7.2%. In terms of online shopping habits, the majority of respondents shop online monthly, comprising 54.2%, while 22.9% shop rarely. Notably, 3.9% of respondents engage in daily online shopping. This information provides a comprehensive overview of the demographic characteristics and online shopping behavior of the survey student, offering valuable insight for further analysis and interpretation in the context of factor influencing online shopping behavior post-pandemic among USIM students. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad ADIB NIZAM. I will talk about the descriptive analysis online shopping behavior post-pandemic among student USIM on each question. Okay, for the first question, most respondents strongly agree with 42.2%. This indicates that most respondents admit the post-pandemic situation has influence to shop online that enhance online shopping behavior post-pandemic? Okay, for question 2, most of the respondents agree that they feel more comfortable shopping online now compared to pre-pandemic times, pandemic times, which the percentage is 38.6%. Okay, while for question 3, with 41%, most respondents agree that influence online shopping behavior post-pandemic because of accessibility of online options has become more important. The highest percentage for question 4 is 37.3%, that's which is strongly agree, showing that most respondents need to rely more on internet shopping to get a wider variety of things. Okay, for the last question, for this part, that most respondents agree with the percentage of 32.5%. They believe that the post-pandemic change have positively impact their perception of online shopping. Okay, for the next part, I will explain about the analysis of online shopping behavior post-pandemic. Okay, uh, we conclude for two question is about the online service and e-satisfaction. Okay, for the question 4, about the I Trust online platform that's prioritize the security of personnel and payment information. They score the highest mean, which is 4.08, meaning that it is the most influenced question for the online service. Okay, for the standard deviation is the 0.829, shows how much variation of dispersion exists for its mean. Okay, for the second part about the e-satisfaction, which is I am satisfied when online platform offer exclusive deals, discount or promotion, which is shown by the mean is the highest 4.25, which is the respondent do shopping online because is satisfied with the online shopping online shopping online shopping. So for the standard deviation shown is 0.794, shows how much variation or dispersion exists from the mean. Okay, for the reliability analysis, the result of the reliability analysis is shown in the table where the Cronbach alpha reliability coefficient is determined for every variable. An acceptable degree of reliability is indicated by most of the variable when it is above 0.5, and a very good level is when it is over 0.8. In general, it is deemed appropriate to use this measurement for this analysis. Measurement accuracy and stability prerequisites prerequisites for measuring an effective measurement.
Okay, for simple regression analysis, model summary. Okay, model 1 R show 578 and R square is 334 and adjusted R square is 318, and the last one STD error of the estimate is 52,422. Okay, for simple regression analysis, ANOVA. Okay, model 1. Okay, sum of square for regression is 11.041 and residual is 21.984. Okay, the total is 33.026. Okay, mean square for regression is 5.521 and residual is 275. Next is simple regression analysis for coefficients. There are three elements, which is constant, online service, and satisfaction. Okay, we can see for unstandardized B, the highest one is a constant, which is 1.442, and then coefficient standard error is the largest one is constant 2, which is 418, and standardized coefficients beta, the highest one is online service, which is 414. Okay, next is regression result. There are three hypotheses, H1, H2, H3. Okay, for H1, there is a significant relationship between field satisfied and factor influencing undergraduate student online shopping behavior post-pandemic. The accepted is yes. Okay, when another one, hypothesis 2, there is a significant relationship between satisfaction and factor influencing undergraduate student online shopping behavior post-pandemic. The accepted is no. Okay, for hypothesis 3, the accepted is also yes. In summary, this chapter covers data analysis implementation, respondent, demographic, reliability, and a basic regression study of the factor influencing undergraduate student online shopping behavior post-pandemic. After that, chapter 5 will discuss the recommendation and the conclusion.
So, there are three implications in the conclusion, which are convenience and product variety, time and trust, and student market segment. So, the first, convenience and product variety. This study on the factor influencing online shopping behavior among undergraduate students in the post-pandemic era can have a wide-ranging implication, which are convenience and product variety be the significant factor and play a crucial role in the shaping student online shopping behavior. So, the online shopping of student decision is positively influenced by the variety of product available and simplicity of exploring and purchasing online. So next, we move to the second implication, which is time and trust. So time and trust become moderates influence in the factor shopping online behavior among students, because with online shopping, the student can save their value time with other things and activities. Meanwhile, the student become more confident in the many of various online platforms for shopping, such as Lazada, Shopee, TikTok, and others. So we move the third of implication on conclusion of our study, which is student market segment. So, student market segments are one of the implications that can related in factor that influence online shopping behavior among undergraduate students on the post-pandemic era, because most of students have money to buy anything what they want and what they need in the post-pandemic era. So the buying power among the student is high than people in the community. So next, we go to the limitation of study. The limitation of study have a three, which is, the first is, this study had trouble getting respondent to cooperate in filling out the provided Google form. So there are issues when a large number of respondents to the questionnaire don't come from affluent, happy families as a student does. As a result, not all students who are wealthy or poor can respond to the survey question that we provide. So we go to the second limitation of the study, which is do not have many of information that related with the topic. So the main issue of this study is had to deal with the topic itself, because there weren't many studies on factors that influence shopping online behavior among undergraduate students
in the post-pandemic era at the time. Nevertheless, this study were able to resolve the crisis by repeating the study and growing more caution, producing valid end result. This study had to go through the variety of journal subject and construct survey question for in the USIM undergraduate student in order to connect them and come up with a fresh topic that needs further investigation. So last but not least, we go to the third of limitation is study, which is context-specific finding. The study emphasizes how different culture, geographical location, and institutional context can have different effect on online buying behavior, require contextualizing finding and taking difference in culture factor into consideration when evaluating result. So we move to the recommendation of the study. So the first recommendation of the study, which is enhanced convenience for online shopping. So the seller need to prioritize in the making online shopping experience as convenient as possible for undergraduate students, such as reduce the number of process, make sure the interface is user friendly, and streamline the entire process from browsing to checkout. So the second recommendation is educate student, which is all parties need to educate student about safe online shopping practice because the student must aware in online shopping to avoid from scammer. The retailer and government need to collaborate with university in Malaysia to organize workshop or webinar on digital literacy about the awareness in online shopping behavior, such as instruct students on how to spot safe website, steer clear of phishing scheme, and safeguard their personal information. So last but not least, the third of recommendation in our conclusion, which is modify marketing plan in response to trend, which is all parties need to modify marketing plan in response to trend, which is urge company need to abreast of the newest trend and inclination among undergraduate students. Real-time observation of pop culture, social media trends, and other elements influencing the target group may be necessary for this. The retailer must adapt to meet the evolving needs and preference of undergraduate students in the post-pandemic era to ensure the successful online shopping experience.